Hello to all students. Today we are going to discuss digestion in hydra. As you know that hydra is a small animal which lives in aquatic habitat, usually in fresh water. This animal is also known as cnidarian. Its body is composed of two layers of cells. That is why we call this diploblastic animal. If we look at the structure of this animal is usually found in water attached with some substratum, a rock or a plant tree hanging from it, and has macroscopic body which can be seen by naked eye. But to study the structure in detail, we have to look at it under the microscope. It has a size of a nail of a small finger of your hand, and it has two body layers. The outer layer of the body cell is known as epidermis, while the inner layer of the cells of the body is known as gastrodermis. Epidermis is originated from the ectoderm or during the embryological process, while gastroderm, which you can see in the red color, is originated from the endoderm of the embryological process. Epidermis and gastrodermis, these are two layers of the body which these animals are known as diploblastic. Diplo means two, blasto means layers. Its body is composed of only two layers of cells. Between these two layers is a jelly-like material which is also known as mesoglea. The inner layer of the cells, which is also known as gastrodermis, is said so because it takes part in the process of digestion. I have just taken the cross section of this section and enlarged it in the diagram. So this is the outer layer of the cell which is known as epidermis, which makes the body wall of the animal, and this is the inner layer of the cells which is known as gastrodermis. Gastrodermis has some glandular cell which secrete enzyme and also has flagellated cells. Between these two layers is a jelly-like material which is known as mesoglea. To understand the process between these two layers of the cell, ectoderm and endoderm, there is a central cavity which is known as gastrovascular cavity, which is filled with water, which acts as a hydrostatic skeleton. But this cavity also serves as a for the process of digestion. It serves as a stomach. This gastrovascular cavity opens outside with the help of a mouth which is opening towards the anterior end of the animal. This mouth is surrounded by finger-like projection which are known as tentacles. At the whole body of the animal and especially on the surface of the tentacles, there are special embedded cells which are present in their tentacles. These cells are known as cnidocytes. Due to these cells, these animals are also called cnidarians. Cnidocytes are special cells present in the epidermis of these animals which give rise to nematocysts, which are stinging cells to help in defense and offense of the animal. So if we look at the structure of a cnidocyte, it consists of a cell which has nucleus, cytoplasm, and it has a structure which is known as nematocyst. Nematocyst is a coiled thread-like structure, and it has an opening on the top which is known as operculum. On the side of one operculum there is a small cilia-like structure which is known as cnidocyle, which acts like a trigger. This animal lives in water and waits because it is sessile animal. It cannot move from one place to another place, so it has to wait for prey to come towards it. There are microorganisms drifting in the water like cyclops and daphnia. So this is a small animal which is known as daphnia. It is drifting in the water when it approaches the tentacle of hydra. When it touches the tentacle of hydra, so there are many triggers like cnidocyles are projecting outside the surface of the tentacles. When this animal touches the cnidocyl of cnidocyte, this cnidocyle acts as a trigger and ejects the nematocyst out of this cell. So this is undischarged cnidocyte, while this is discharged cnidocyte. As you can see, this nematocyst has came out from the cell. It consists of a hollow thread-like structure which contain poisons. This thread-like tube or structure, which is just acts like a stick of a honeybee or a wasp, penetrates the body of the daphnia. In this way, due to the poison and the chemicals present in the toxins present in the nematocyst, paralyzes the Diaphnea. After paralyzing the small animal Diaphnea, these tentacles come towards it and grasp it just like our fingers grasp something. These tentacles grasp the animal and put the prey into their mouth, and through mouth it reaches into the gastrovascular cavity of the stomach. This process is known as ingestion of the food. During ingestion, tentacles are help to capture the prey and to put that prey into the gastrovascular cavity. In the gastrovascular cavity, extracellular digestion starts, and special types of glandular cell present in the gastrodermis wall, inner wall of the hydra, which produces certain enzyme and start the breakdown of the Diaphnea. And Diaphnea, which is a prey, is broken into small pieces. The flagellated cells present in the gastrodermis lining of the body and muscles of the body wall mix and thoroughly mix up the food into upper and lower regions of the body. Now, after extracellular digestion has been completed, the next process is intracellular digestion. As you can see here, these are small particles of the food which has been broken down by special enzymes released by the gastrodermis. These enzymes, when these broken pieces of the food particles are available, then they are engulfed or phagocytosed by the gastrodermis cells which act as a stomach. So these food particles are engulfed into the cells of the gastrodermal lining in the form of food vacuole. In the gastrodermal lining, in the gastrodermal cells of the gastrodermal lining, special enzyme, lysosomal enzyme, break down the food into digestible pieces like carbohydrates, lipids and proteins. In this way, the intracellular digestion is completed. After extracellular digestion and intracellular digestion completion, the food is absorbed into the body. The different cells absorb the nutrients of the gastrodermis and also supply this food to the epidermal cells of the body with the help of the process known as diffusion, which is movement of material from higher concentration to lower concentration, where certain food particles are assimilated in the body. After digestion and assimilation, absorption, the undigested waste material is put back into the gastrovascular cavity. In the gastrovascular cavity, the undigested material is passed towards the mouth and thrown out of the body with the help of the flow of water, because this mouth serves as a ingestion and also as egestion. The digestive system of hydra or cnidarians is also known as sac-like digestive system because it has only one opening for ingestion and only single opening for egestion also, through which undigested material is removed from the body. So in this way, today we have discussed digestion in hydra, which is completed in 5 different steps: ingestion, digestion, intracellular, extracellular, absorption, assimilation, and finally egestion of the undigested food particles out of the body. I hope you have understood it. If you do, please like it, subscribe it, share with your friends. See you next lecture. Allah Hafiz.